Okay, everybody. Got two Rside throttle bodies here. This one you can still see where it says Rside. Someone painted this one. We got these two. Recently bought this one. I had this one for a little while with the parts car. Recently bought this one. And the guy said it was flaking. It looks like it was pretty damn good because the inside of it's still good. Mine's flaking in the inside and everything. But one thing I forgot about these was it actually comes with two of these, right? And what that does, as you can see, if you put that one in there, you lose some millimeters out of it. Well, I'm not sure what's in my turbo car, and this one had both of them, both rings. This one, when I got it, don't have both rings. It's actually got the smaller ring in it, if I can even get it out here. It's actually got the smaller ring in it, and this smaller ring will work perfect for the amount of horsepower we're going to throw at this thing. And besides, mine might even have the smaller ring in it. You guys can tell this is the thicker ring. But see, this one don't even fit in this one. It only goes to this Rside, which is kind of weird. Almost like these Rsides were one-offs. You know what I mean? Or changed up multiple different years. You know what I mean? They changed it up. Not sure. But we got two of them here. We got a good working, known good working TPS one here. So I'm going to clean this up a little bit. You see, it's the Rside. And then it's actually got it for the cruise control. And I may put cruise control back into this. Not sure yet. That'd be all right to have cruise control with a turbo car. One thing we're going to have to do with the turbo car when we're done this year is we got to figure out getting an alternator relocation kit, because I don't think we're going to be able to run the turbo manifold that we have without one. Now the turbo car, we might actually be able to put the alternator back up front and use that kit onto this one, which would be okay because the turbo sits out here, and then you'd have more weight towards the front of the car. Actually take your weight from back here and move it back to the front. That could actually be a benefit. Could be. I'm not sure. I think we're going to tear this apart and put this Rside on here. I wasn't actually going to put this one on here because it has all the markings and everything onto the black car, but I mean, obviously it's a big difference. Major difference, guys. See how much thinner that one is? So this might go in the turbo car, because the turbo car might have this ring in it. You know, these rings in it. It only came with that, and I forgot all about them actually supposedly supposed to have two rings. I don't know why they did that. Why don't they just make it big from the jump? Maybe it helps stock cars idle better. Who knows? But let's put it on here. All right. Some of you probably didn't know this. Some of you probably do. Any of you that got very far in your car, you know this. Has coolant lines going to your throttle body. What you want to do is just literally take one of these and loop it, because obviously your Rside throttle body doesn't have coolant lines going into it. Supposedly that helps it start idle better on colder days. Dumb. All right, we're going to replace the PVC valve too, if we can find one today. It's definitely bad. I was dripping oil out of the gasket here. So much consumption from that. And then leaking down into there. So wondering where that oil was coming from. Now we know. But what we did there was we looped that around. So that's done. And then we're going to put our throttle body on there. All right, guys. As you can tell, good bit of difference on this. Majorly different, right? Trying to get that in there, but much bigger. Go with that. Put the Rside on there, got that adjusted. We cleaned everything out today. Put a new PVC valve. Can't get clear. PVC valve in there today. Just got done doing the plugs. I don't know where the fourth plug went, but literally you guys can see the carbon all over that plug. Number 2 and number 4 literally were finger tight. That was it. So only 1 and 3 was actually in there tight. Remember, I just threw all this together. These spark plugs were just in the head that I put on here. That was it. We never cared about this. We were just trying to make it work, and it ended up working. And now I was like, you know, I should put some plugs in it. Still got the OEM plug wires on it. As you can see, Beta 1 plug wires from OEM. Those are probably OEM spark plugs. But we just threw that on here and got everything to work. This motor set out. If you know the backstory on this, if you're not, you can look back on this car. 2001 Hyundai Tiburon, I think I labeled it. But yeah, kind of crazy. I might put a playlist on this because it's pretty cool of just a bunch of junk put together and it worked out. But yeah, I think we'll get a little bit better life out of the engine now. Look at that spark gap. Those are bad, fellas. These are supposed to be from factory 39 to 43. I have them at 42. No, wait a minute. We put them at 40. They came 42. I put them at 40. But yeah. Now we got to start it to make sure it's going to run right since we cleaned the math. Hopefully it does. There we go, all back together. Nice and smooth idle, which it was a little rough before. Now we know why. Number 2, number 4, completely loose. It is what it is. We threw this motor together and we're getting a lot out of it still, so while I'm keeping it in A for now, went ahead and put the Rside throttle body on there today. I wish I wouldn't have cut my original AEM cold air intake. I did for the RD because they weren't supposed to fit that year. Shouldn't have done that. It's a nice intake. Would have been nice to put on this right now, but if we do keep it in A for any longer this year, we need to get rid of that perforated gasket. You know, this was all experiment, you know. It wasn't, I just figured it'd be cool if it ran, and I think we put like 30,000 miles on it or more so far. Got a lot of miles on this thing, man. Well, 25 plus 25,000 miles, I think. It's up there. I'd have to go back and look in the videos, but this right here I never had hooked up before. What that is like a, for your knock. I couldn't have it because of this, but that's supposed to do something with your knock. It's supposed to sense knock in the engine and do something about it, or scramble it out so it doesn't go to the motor. I don't know. It's a weird thing. I've always wanted to delete it, but if you're OEM, you shouldn't delete that. But yeah, we're slowly getting it there for boost. We gotta buy an alternator relocation kit to make my turbo work the way it was, the exhaust and everything was done. We might be able to do something with the 90 down, because I'm thinking about running a full exhaust. Power steering, full exhaust. We might even put AC back in it. You know what I mean? See if we can't run bottom 11s or a 10-second pass. Who knows? Might be able to run a 10-second pass with everything in it. It could be doable. We went 10.7. add an extra 300 pounds to be 11, so I don't think it might be about that. It'd be cool to run at least bottom 11. I'm not even worried about running a 10, but if it runs 11 something, it'd be cool if it runs 1150s. Cool 1150 index car that you can drive every day, right? I think that'd be more the goal of this. 1150 index car, maybe with AC, full exhaust. We might do that. We might not keep that AC idea. Got aluminum radiator we can put in this too. Maybe we'll do that next.